Hey gang, thanks for subscribing. It's time to go see the tired old queen at the movies, Steve Hayes. Come on.
Johnny! Tired old queen at the movies. Johnny, I love disaster movies. And one of my favorite disaster movies won the very first Special Effects Academy Award in 1939. Clarence Brown's The Rains Came. This movie was based on a big bestseller by Louis Bromfield, and it has to do with a romance between an Indian doctor and very much married countess. And the countess was played by Myrna Loy. Now, Myrna Loy had up until this point played mostly nice women since The Thin Man. She was like the best, most sophisticated wife. In the early part of her career, they cast her as exotics like Fu Manchu's daughter. So she jumped at the chance to play this oversexed, kind of nymphomaniac countess. And for the Indian doctor, Fox cast Tyrone Power. I love Tyrone Power. Tyrone Power was one of the most beautiful men that ever hit the screen, and he was right in his prime in 1939. Although they put the Indian makeup on and they cast him as this Indian doctor. Now, I should stress that although this movie takes place in India, there's not a single Indian in this picture. They're all Europeans.
You know what I mean, proper people, the kind of people one knows.
The Maharani of Ranchipur was played by Maria Uspenskaya. Now, Maria Uspenskaya had come over with the Moscow Art Theater and Michael Chekhov and had defected in the 1920s, and she later taught acting, and she was probably most famous for playing Mileva, the gypsy woman, in all the old Wolfman movies. Even the man who is pure in heart and says his prayers by night. You can't understand a word she said.
The English are an odd people. I admire them, but I don't pretend to understand them.
And this movie sweeps along, and everybody is very afraid of this relationship that's happening, this strong sexual attraction between this Indian doctor and this woman.
Hope you're enjoying your stay, Lady Esker.
Very much.
How soon do you expect to be leaving?
Oh.
And then the whole thing culminates in this gigantic earthquake sequence. Fred Sersen got the Academy Award for it. It's amazing. The ground splits open and people fall in. Temples collapse. There's that... And everybody's like this. It's just spectacular. Then, on top of that, they have the whole earthquake sequence. The dam breaks. So you have this tidal wave of water that comes down. And there's this amazing scene where hundreds of extras running at the camera. And this wave just wipes them all away. Nigel Bruce plays Myrna Loy's husband, and he's in one of the few nasty parts that he was going to play. And there's a scene when he and his servant, this butler that he's treated terribly for years, have this showdown, and the wave is coming, and he says, "You got to help me." And the butler says,
"You're afraid."
It's just, I get tingles. It's just so exciting. It's so exciting. It's in beautiful black and white photography by Arthur Miller, who was one of the very, very best cinematographers at 20th Century Fox. The music is by Alfred Newman. It was Fox's attempt to fight Gone with the Wind that year. Gone with the Wind was coming out, and everybody knew that, they might as well hang up the ship, but everybody tried to do something big that year. It's called The Rains Came. Don't miss it.
Let's all go to the lobby.
Tyrone Power and Cesar Romero had a big-time affair during the 40s.
To get ourselves
Delicious things to eat.